Hello students, A2 Chemistry, chapter is Electrochemistry, lecture number 6. In this lecture we are going to talk about another application of standard reduction potential, and it is how with the help of standard reduction potential we can decide for the feasibility of a redox reaction. First of all, you must know what is a feasible reaction. Any reaction that can take place, it is known as feasible reaction. For example, whenever you mix two or more than two chemicals, and if you get a product, then that reaction can be known as feasible reaction. But there are some reactions, some reactants, we mix them, we do not get a product, those reactions will be termed as non-feasible reaction. Further, you must remember there can be two types of feasible reaction. One type of feasible reaction are known as spontaneous, that can take place quickly, and other type of feasible reaction can be non-spontaneous, that take place slowly. Now, first of all, how you can decide with the help of standard reduction potential whether a reaction is feasible or not feasible. uh, Whenever you want to decide whether a reaction is feasible or not, you will take the help of standard reduction potential. By using standard reduction potential, you will calculate overall cell potential of a cell, that will help to decide whether a reaction is feasible or not. For example, if ever overall cell potential of a cell is positive, it means that cell has produced some voltage, then we will say that the reaction taking place in that cell is feasible. And if a reaction does not give overall positive cell potential, rather it gives negative cell potential, then that reaction will be known as non-feasible reaction. So this is one basic difference that you must remember to differentiate between feasible and non-feasible reaction. Second thing, once a reaction has become feasible, it has produced some voltage. Now how you will decide whether that reaction is spontaneous, that reaction can take place quickly at room temperature or slowly. For that, we must remember a limit of the overall cell potential. If overall cell potential of a chemical reaction is equal to or greater than 0.3 volt, then that reaction is known as spontaneous feasible reaction. So this is the limit of the voltage that a chemical reaction must produce. If this much voltage is produced by a chemical reaction, then that chemical reaction can be known as spontaneous, and obviously it would be a feasible reaction. Now let me give you some examples where I will explain how you can answer this type of question in your A2 exams. First of all, the simplest possible type of the question to decide about the feasibility of a redox reaction, you can be given two half cells in a question, and along with those half cells equations you will be given their standard reduction potential value. By using those half cell chemical equations and standard reduction potential, you can be asked to write down a balanced chemical equation for a feasible reaction. So look at this look at these chemical equations. The question is, write down a balanced chemical equation for a feasible reaction by using these two half cells. Now what you must do, look at the given half cells, look at their standard reduction potential. If you want to write down a chemical equation for a feasible reaction, it means you are interested to get an overall positive cell potential. For that, what you must do, you must look at that half cell whose reduction potential value is mathematically greater. That half cell whose reduction potential value is mathematically greater, it must undergo reduction, it must act as cathode. Whenever two half cells are given, the one half cell whose standard reduction potential is most positive, when it undergoes reduction, reaction becomes feasible. Look at the two examples in front of you. You can see the half cell whose standard reduction potential is greater mathematically, it is silver. So what does this mean? You must carry out reduction in silver half cell, and iron half cell must undergo oxidation. Now how to write down chemical equation for this feasible reaction? I have told you silver would undergo reduction. So what you should do, In case of iron half cell, you must write down oxidation equation. How to write down oxidation equation? You must reverse the chemical equation given for the iron half cell. How to reverse? Reactants will become product and product will become reactant. Like this, you will start reaction with Fe2 plus, reaction arrow must become irreversible, Fe2 plus must be oxidized to Fe3 plus. It means this has become anode where oxidation has taken place, while the silver that was having more positive reduction potential, it must undergo reduction, so its chemical equation must remain unchanged. Only reversible arrow must become irreversible. You will not change the direction of the reaction. Now once you have written these equation, just take the sum of both these reduction and oxidation equation. Before that, cross out the cancel out the electrons. Now get the sum of both these equations and you will get the net redox reaction. Now this redox reaction is feasible. Now you can prove that this redox reaction is feasible. How you can prove that? You can use the formula for calculating standard cell potential. What is the formula for calculating standard cell potential? The formula is standard reduction potential of cathode minus standard reduction potential of anode. Look at, I am using this formula right now. The cathode in this reaction is silver, so you will take the reduction potential of silver plus 0.80 minus plus 0.77. If you calculate it, you will come to know that the answer, it comes out to be positive. So it means when this reaction will take place, it will produce voltage, and what I told you, whenever a reaction produces voltage, that reaction is feasible reaction. No doubt right now this reaction is not spontaneous, because the limit of the spontaneity that we have studied, it is 0.30 volt, but this reaction is feasible. So this equation, this question, its answer is correct, because we have written an equation for a feasible reaction as required. Now beside this, there are, what are the other types of the question that can be asked in your A2 exams? Let's see. Now this is another type of question that can be given in your A2 exams based on standard reduction potential. Now you have been given a balanced chemical equation and you will be asked, by using standard reduction potential, show that whether this reaction is feasible or not. Now what you will do, how you will solve this type of question when balanced chemical equation for the question is given, for the reaction is given. Now from the data booklet, you will choose two half cells, you will choose two half cells and their their chemical equation you will have to write down here, you will have to copy on your answer sheet. Now look at which two reactions are involved in this chemical reaction. One reaction is of Mn2 plus and MnO4 1 minus, and the other half cell, its reaction equation would be Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus. So you will look at the data booklet and you will copy the half equations for these two half cell. I am copying these half equations for you. First equation would be for MnO4 1 minus becoming Mn2 positive. Now this is one half cell that we have used in this chemical equation. What will be the standard reduction potential of this half cell? You can get from the data booklet. It is plus positive 1.52 volt, and the other half cell that we are using in this reaction, it is Fe3 plus, it that is becoming Fe2 plus. What is the reduction potential of this? Is 0.77 volt. Now again, you will look at the reduction potential of the half cell that you have copied from the data booklet. Out of the two half cell, which half cell is having mathematically greater value of standard reduction potential? It must undergo reduction, it must become cathode. Right now you can see the greater value for the standard reduction potential is for MnO4 1 minus half cell. So this half cell must become cathode. What does this mean? It means MnO4 1 minus must be present on the reactant side, and Fe2 plus must be present on the reactant side. But if you look at the chemical equation that has been provided for a given reaction, in that case Mn2 plus it is present on the reactant side and Fe3 plus is present on the reactant side. What does this mean? It means in the given reaction iron half cell has been taken as cathode where reduction has taken place, while MnO4 1 minus half cell has been taken anode where oxidation has taken place. So if keeping in mind the chemical reaction equation of the question, you will use the formula, then you will take which half cell as cathode? Iron half cell. So you will use iron half cell as cathode and MnO4 half cell as anode. So what will be the answer for your cell potential that you will come to know? Cathode minus anode, you will get the answer negative 0.75 volt. So the answer cell potential is negative. It means this reaction is not giving us any voltage, any output. So this reaction is not feasible. So what conclusion you will write down after doing this? That this is not feasible reaction. So this is the type of question that you can tackle like this. Another question of this style, if you have been given this reaction, now just pause the video, get these half cells. Okay, I'm giving half cells for this reaction. You can use these values and tell me whether this reaction is feasible or not. Okay, if you students, you have calculated and you have decided whether this reaction is feasible or not, how to do that? Just look at the standard reduction potential of both the half cell, and the one that is having mathematically greater value of standard reduction potential is it must undergo reduction. What does this mean? Chlorine half cell must become cathode, undergo reduction, and bromine half cell must become anode, undergo oxidation. Look at the chemical equation that was given. In that case, chlorine Cl2, it is on the left hand side. It means chlorine is undergoing reduction. So chlorine half cell must become cathode. So if you will use the formula, chlorine half cell, its reduction potential is positive 1.36 minus reduction potential of bromine half cell, the answer you will get, it would be positive 0.28. So what does this mean? That this reaction that was given to you, it is feasible because its standard cell potential, it is positive and it is producing a voltage of 0.28. Again I am telling you, this is not spontaneous, but this is not the question. The question was whether this reaction is feasible or not. So this reaction is feasible because it is giving us some output, some voltage is produced. Okay, one last question that can also be asked in your exam like this. Try to attempt this question and give me the answer whether you have understood this idea or not. The question is, will bromide ions reduce silver ions to silver or not? From the data booklet, these equations you will have to copy. I am giving you these equations. Okay, use these standard reduction potential value and tell whether this reaction is feasible or not. Okay students, if you have done that, now look at the question. In the question it is clearly mentioned that will bromide ions reduce silver ions. It means we will have to carry out reduction in silver half cell. It means silver half cell must become cathode. So what is the formula for standard cell potential? Standard cell potential is equal to reduction potential of cathode minus anode. So cathode is silver, so its potential is plus 0.80 minus 1.08. So the answer will come out minus 0.28 volt. What does this mean? It means that this reaction would not be feasible because we are not getting some voltage, we are not getting some output. I hope you would have understood this concept. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.